Continents. Welcome to a story that goes beyond borders. A story of a country whose presence echoes far beyond its size on the map. This is the story of Somalia, a land where history, geography, resilience, and global importance come together in a way few other nations can match. Today, we explore why Somalia is not just an African nation, but a country with unique importance and relevance across all continents. Let's take a journey through time, culture, and influence, and discover what makes Somalia truly extraordinary. 1. A geography that touches the world. Somalia sits at the Horn of Africa, one of the most strategically important locations in the world. Its long coastline stretches over 300 kilometers, the longest of any country on mainland Africa. But it's not just about beauty. Somalia lies at the crossroads of some of the world's busiest maritime routes, connecting the Indian Ocean, the Arabian Sea, and the Red Sea, the path to the Suez Canal. This location gives Somalia global maritime significance. Ships traveling from Asia to Europe often pass right by Somalia. That's why countries from every continent, from the US to China, from France to India, watch this region closely. Control of Somali waters means influence over global trade. 2. The land of ancient civilization. Long before modern borders existed, Somalia was home to one of Africa's oldest civilizations. The ancient kingdom of Punt, believed by many scholars to have been located in present-day Somalia, was known to Egyptians as the land of the gods. The Somali people traded with pharaohs, Persians, Indians, Greeks, and Romans. Frankincense, myrrh, gold, and exotic animals left Somali ports and found their way to temples, markets, and palaces across ancient Asia, Europe, and the Middle East. This made Somalia one of the earliest contributors to international trade and diplomacy, a role it played centuries before global trade became a norm. 3. Culture that connects. Somalia is a cultural powerhouse. Despite being divided by colonial borders, the Somali people share a common language, religion, and identity, something rare in Africa. Their poetry, music, and storytelling are renowned. Somalia is often called the nation of poets, where oral tradition has passed history, politics, and wisdom from generation to generation. This deep cultural heritage resonates with diasporas around the world, from Minneapolis to London, Dubai to Toronto, where Somali communities continue to influence local culture, business, and politics. Somalis abroad have become doctors, athletes, politicians, tech entrepreneurs, connecting their heritage with modern global society. Affects many. Despite its challenges, Somalia holds vast, untapped economic potential that could change the game for the entire region and beyond. Its fertile lands are capable of feeding millions. Its 3 rivers, the Juba, Shabelle, and the seasonal Dawa, support agriculture and livestock on a massive scale. Somalia is also rich in natural resources. Oil, gas, uranium, fish, livestock, and mineral wealth make it a country of great economic promise. As stability increases, so does international interest. Investors from Asia, Europe, the Gulf, and the Americas are watching closely, knowing Somalia could become a major economic hub in the near future. 5. Resilience that inspires the world. Somalia has faced drought, war, famine, and political instability. But despite these hardships, the Somali people have shown unmatched resilience. In refugee camps, in diaspora cities, and within Somalia itself, people continue to build businesses, educate their children, and dream big. That determination resonates far and wide. It inspires NGOs, governments, and global movements to support Somalia and learn from its story. The ability of the Somali people to adapt, survive, and thrive despite immense obstacles makes them one of the most inspiring populations on Earth. 6. A global diaspora. Somalis live across every continent, from Africa to Europe, North America to Australia. In Canada, they've become political leaders. In the UK, successful business people. In Scandinavia, celebrated athletes. In the Gulf, key contributors to the economy. In the US, they've opened schools, clinics, restaurants, and served in public office. This global reach gives Somalia a voice on every continent. The The Somali diaspora doesn't just send money home, it sends knowledge, advocacy, and a strong international presence. 7. Strategic diplomacy. Somalia may not be a global superpower, but its diplomatic significance is growing. Major global players want influence in Somalia not just for resources, but for strategic military and trade reasons. The US, China, Turkey, UAE, and others have all built relationships, bases, or agreements. Somalia sits near the Gulf of Aden, across from Yemen, near Djibouti, Ethiopia, and Kenya, all major players in African and global geopolitics. What happens in Somalia matters not just to Africa, but to the world. Environmental. One of the lesser-known global contributions of Somalia lies in its indigenous knowledge, especially from its nomadic communities. For centuries, Somali nomads have lived in harmony with some of the harshest climates on Earth, adapting to drought cycles, preserving grazing lands, and practicing sustainable livestock management. Today, as climate change becomes a global crisis, international researchers study these age-old Somali practices for insights into water conservation, desert agriculture, and pastoral resilience. From Australia to California to the Sahel region suffering from desertification are looking to Somali models of ecological survival and adaptation. In a changing world, Somalia's environmental wisdom is becoming globally relevant. 9. Religious and cultural bridge. Somalia is a nation deeply rooted in Islam, but its geographic position has long made it a bridge between different religious and cultural spheres. It is part of the Islamic world, yet strongly connected to the Christian nations of East Africa. It shares Arab cultural elements, but also embraces African traditions. This unique blend has helped Somalia act as a bridge in religious and cultural dialogues. In a time when global understanding between faiths and cultures is more important than ever, Somalia represents the possibility of coexistence, conversation, and shared values between regions often seen as divided. Its poets, elders, and diplomats have long played roles as peacemakers and connectors, and that legacy still carries weight today. 10. Somalia in the digital age. In the 21st century, Somalia is becoming known for something unexpected: its rapid adoption of digital technology. Even in the absence of centralized government for years, Somalis built one of the most effective mobile banking systems in Africa. Services like Zod and EVC Plus allow rural herders and urban merchants to send and receive money in seconds. Somali tech entrepreneurs are now creating e-commerce platforms, health apps, and education tools. With one of the youngest populations in the world, Somalia is poised to become a digital hub in East Africa. Tech companies and NGOs from every continent, from Silicon Valley to Shenzhen, are beginning to collaborate with Somali innovators to reach the next billion users. With over 300 kilometers of coastline, Somalia has the potential to become a maritime giant. Its fisheries are among the richest in the world. Tuna, lobster, and deep-sea fish species thrive in Somali waters, and yet most of this potential remains untapped. Global fishing companies from Asia, Europe, and the Middle East have long expressed interest and sometimes have illegally taken advantage of Somalia's resources. But now, with growing governance and youth mobilization, Somalia is reclaiming its seas. Ports in Mogadishu, Berbera, and Kismayo are being modernized. Somali shipping companies are growing. If fully developed, Somalia could become a critical player in global food supply, logistics, and naval security. 12. The Somali youth movement. Over 70% of Somalia's population is under the age of 30. This massive youth base is not just a statistic, it's a powerful force of change. Young Somalis are writing the new narrative through art, music, tech, business, and activism. They are connecting with other youth movements across the globe, from Johannesburg to Jakarta, from London to Los Angeles. They are using TikTok to share poetry, Instagram to showcase fashion, and YouTube to tell their stories. They are no longer waiting for others to speak for Somalia. They are doing it themselves, loud and proud. In a time where the world is searching for fresh voices and innovation, Somali youth are showing the way. 13. Why Somalia matters. So why is Somalia unique and important in all continents? Because it connects them through trade, people, culture, and influence. It has touched ancient empires and modern superpowers. Its people span the globe, its resources can feed and fuel nations, and its story of survival is one of humanity's greatest. Somalia is not just a country, it's a global story, and its future, just like its past, belongs to the world. 14. The global soul of Somalia. Let us step back for a moment and ask again, why does Somalia matter to every continent? Because it carries pieces of each continent within it. It holds African strength and history. It guards the trade routes of Asia. It echoes the cultural roots of the Middle East. It reflects the colonial scars of Europe. It contributes to the economic dreams of the Americas. It inspires hope in Oceania and beyond. Somalia is not defined by crisis, it is defined by connection. It is a symbol of endurance, exchange, and evolution. In many ways, to understand Somalia is to understand the world. If you enjoyed this journey, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. More untold stories of powerful nations and people coming your way.